Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for Saturday, August 23, 2025. And in the news this evening, Indicom probing death of Old Harbour lockup inmate. The Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe into the death of a lockup inmate who was admitted to the Kingston Public Hospital. Jerome Williams, a 32-year-old laborer of Old Harbour, St. Catherine, reportedly died on Thursday. Reports are that Williams became ill while in custody at the Old Harbour Police lockup. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital and subsequently transferred to the KPH. Vote selling debate heats up. With a nomination day behind them and election day set for September 3, Jamaicans remain divided on whether selling their votes is a betrayal of democracy or simply survival in harder times. Persons who spoke with the news expressed a mix of frustration, resignation, and pragmatism about the long-standing practice. From a politician's perspective, vote buying often comes in the form of cash, food, liquor, appliances, or promises of jobs or contracts. While illegal under the Representation of the People Act, enforcement is rare, hampered by fear, difficulty gathering evidence, and entrenched political tribalism. Historically, the practice persists in marginal constituencies where tight races make each vote highly contested. Some persons who spoke to the news team in Halfway Tree St. Andrew rejected the practice of voter selling outright. "I think that is wrong. People should have their rightful vote without being persuaded in that sense," said Lorenzo. "A vote is meant to reflect your choice, not someone else's pocket." Leon James framed the issue as a broader betrayal of civic duty. "Selling a vote, you sell out yourself, your country, your rights," he said. "A man come and give you $5,000 or $10,000 for your vote, but every vote counts. Without a vote, you don't have a say. People need to understand their power." For others, economic pressure makes selling a vote a pragmatic choice. Ron Starr, a taxi operator wearing People's National Party merchandise, acknowledged the desperation that drives such decisions. "It's wrong, but people them desperate for money. Them could sell vote all them want, a PNP a take it. Power up, money have to make it now," he said, shrugging. However, Delano Graham suggested that personal need can outweigh principle. "Me think them right to sell the vote. If it was me, I would have sell it too, because me need the money," he opined. "It's not everything we must do for money, but voting is just a vote, take it. Them not find me yet," he added with a laugh, acknowledging the risk involved. Even vendors felt the pressure of being left out of these transactions. One fruit vendor questioned how the practice touches all corners of the local economy. "How me not get none? Which part them I give it away? Cause me want mine," the vendor said. Entities including the Electoral Commission of Jamaica and the National Integrity Action continue to urge voters to resist inducements, running campaigns with slogans such as "Your vote is not for sale." Yet, for many, the lure of cash today outweighs the promise of governance tomorrow, reflecting the tension between economic survival and the civic responsibility. Historically, vote selling has been linked to political tribalism, with both the major parties, the PNP and the Jamaica Labour Party, accused of using it to secure marginal constituencies. In some inner-city communities, political networks overlap with informal power structures, making inducement a normalized expectation. Some authorities warn that such practices perpetuate inequality, undermine accountability, and marginalize leaders who refuse to participate in vote buying. Start saving, KD Knight vows to broker Tufton. Retired politician and the former cabinet minister, KD Knight, has warned the health minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, to start saving his money as a defamation lawsuit could cost him dearly. "I told my lawyers when we were done with him, it must broke like," Knight said. He was speaking Sunday at the People's National Party St. Andrew Northeastern constituency office opening for his daughter Stacey. Knight is seeking, among other things, damages for defamation, including exemplary and aggravated damages, vindicatory damages, and a cost. I don't want 1 cent from him. Every penny will be donated to charity, the former senator and the cabinet minister said. Knight followed through on his threat to file a lawsuit against Tufton for allegedly defaming him during a Jamaica Labour Party mass rally held in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew on August 10. The suit was filed in the Supreme Court on Wednesday by attorneys from Knight's law firm, Knight Jr. and Samuels. The claim states that Tufton falsely, recklessly, and maliciously, and or without reasonable probable cause, published and or caused to be published a manipulated audio recording purported to be that of Knight in which defamatory words were spoken. It stated that the recording played was wholly false and malicious, as the claimant has never said those words and in such order in any forum, either privately or publicly. The claim asserts that the manipulated recording deliberately misled thousands of rally-goers and viewers on traditional and social media into believing that Knight considered the PNP president, Mark Golding, unfit to serve as prime minister. Knight has alleged that the audio recording played by Tufton at the JLP's meeting was doctored. His lawyers have submitted what they say is a copy of the original WhatsApp voice message to the court as proof. The voice message was sent shortly after Golding assumed the leadership of the PNP following a two-way race with Lisa Hanna. Knight backed Hanna in the contest but said he accepted Golding as leader wholeheartedly after the election ended. "Comrade leader, I did not vote for you. I did not," he said at his daughter's office opening on Sunday. "Not because I thought you didn't have the capacity. But you know, when you get like my age, I see a pretty girl like Lisa. Yeah, and I'm a girl's man. The moment you won, you had my 100% support," he said. Trelawney police urge calm ahead of elections, concern raised after nomination day tension. Following a heated verbal clash between supporters of the two main political parties in Trelawney Southern on nomination day, head of the Trelawney Police Division, Superintendent Melanie Campbell, has appealed for help from the constituency's justices of the peace to lower the temperature on the campaign trail. "I know we probably have justices here from South Trelawney. Please be that voice of reason and ensure that you appeal to the residents to ensure that we don't have any physical confrontation throughout this process," she appealed. She was speaking during Thursday's second annual general meeting of the Trelawney Justices of the Peace Association held at the Abundant Life Ministry Church in Bounty Hall. Her comments referred to an incident in Low River where a bus blocked a Jamaica Labour Party motorcade, sparking the trading of barbs with rival supporters of the People's National Party before the police intervened and diffused the tension. On nomination day, I recognized that we are in somewhat of troubled waters in the parish, especially in South Trelawney. I am concerned with what I witnessed in South Trelawney. If we are not careful, tensions can escalate into physical confrontation. Jamaica as a country, we have moved past certain things and we ought not to let the country regress to those type of behaviors, Campbell warned. "Remember, after September 3, we all have to live together. Remember, after September 3, we all have to live together. No matter who win, no matter who lose, right? So just appeal to them to be calm and let peace reign during this time," the senior cop added. She noted that the police are actively planning for a safe and smooth election, coordinating with the Electoral Office of Jamaica and the Jamaica Defense Force ahead of the September 3 polls. Speaking with the news on the sidelines of Thursday's meeting, Custos of Trelawney, Hugh Gentles, who said he was unaware of the nomination day skirmish, also spoke out against the return to less orderly political campaigns. He expressed the pride in Jamaica's peaceful elections over the past 20 years, calling the country a model in the Americas. "I think we have one of the best countries in the Western Hemisphere when it comes to conducting our elections peacefully," Gentles told the news. Superintendent Campbell also used the Thursday's event to urge justices of the peace to remain vigilant following the capture of prison escapees who burgled 2 properties in one Trelawney community. The jailbreak was in Constant Spring, and they found themselves in Kerry Park. And the house that they were found in, they broke into that house and another house. So that is why we are at a 75 break-ins today. They came in the parish and gave us 2 crimes already, she said. But I must commend the police officers who responded quickly and brought them into the station at Falmouth. So this is an eye-opener. Ladies and gentlemen, the parish is not immune to itinerant criminals and the serious criminals from elsewhere, she added. All 9 prisoners who escaped are back behind the bars. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.